Before this video begins, make sure to subscribe here at Radial Reviews to never miss an upload. Also, make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss when I schedule a premiere. Hello and welcome. Today we are inside of a 2022 BMW X5. This is an xDrive40i model. I would like to thank BMW of Newport in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island for allowing me to review this vehicle. Their link is down in the description below. This is BMW's midsize two-row SUV. This is powered by a 3-liter turbo inline 6, and this also has a mild hybrid system for a total output of 335 horsepower along with 330 pound-feet of torque. This is mated with an 8-speed shiftable automatic transmission, and this is an all-wheel drive model. This car gets 21 mpg city, 25 highway, averaging out to 22 miles per gallon. This X5 can reach 60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds flat, with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. This car rides on 19-inch alloy wheels, and those are on 275 width tires. For the outside of this SUV, it does have moderately conservative styling. This is more of a family SUV than anything else, but it still looks very good. It has a lot of nice sharp angles, has some nice chrome inserts on top of this white exterior, which looks very good to me. I very much like it, and it has some nice touches. They look really good with their nice contrast of black. On the inside of this X5, this does have a very, very interesting interior color. This has basically a bright white interior. It looks great. The front 2 seats have very nice bolstering. They're very comfortable, but they're also moderately sporty seats because this car does have some street cred going at, 5 seconds flat 0 to 60. That's pretty good and pretty quick for an SUV of this size. As you can see, the first thing, this does have a head-up display, and it also does have a speed limit indicator over there, so it'll use navigation systems to figure that out. This car does have a navigation system, as you can now guess, and that is inside of this 10-inch touchscreen. And this is also controllable with a rotary dial, along with some shortcut switches over here. It also does have touch gesturing through here, so you can use this like a touchpad in certain situations. On the door panel here for the driver, this does have a nice configurable LED strip, or at least a configurable color strip, so you can make that whichever color you choose, and that runs throughout the dashboard and into the passenger's door. Right there. Looks very nice. And this also has a nice, very, very drastic contrast between a bright white and, of course, a black rest of the interior. I think it looks very nice and very premium. The door panel itself is very well soft padded, almost all the way down. All the pieces that you would be touching, they are well padded, as well as the dashboard, of course. And yeah, next to the driver's knee is also padded. And then it is a soft carpeting material right there with a little bit of padding to it, so it's pretty nice. This does have a 10-speaker system set up. I do not currently see a name or brand on those, but it does have a pretty nice audio system. I tested out whenever I first sit in a car, and it sounded really good to me. You do get a fully digital gauge cluster in here. As you can see, your gear selection over there, your drive mode, and your speedo on the left. So that's very nice to have. It is very easy to see with minimal reflectivity, which is good. It shouldn't be reflective when you're trying to look at it. It does have your fuel right there, and your engine temp down on the right. As for your drive modes in here, you do get Sport right there, Comfort, and you also have Eco Pro. And you can also configure these, so you can make them a bit more custom within. So that's very nice to have. As for the steering wheel here, it is a pretty meaty steering wheel, not as big as the M5 I recently tested, but it is pretty good. Nice big bolsters at 10 and 2 like most BMWs. It looks pretty similar to most of their wheels, a little bit more of a hexagonal shape than the typical circle in the middle, and it does have some nice large paddles back here. They are plastic, but they feel very nice to use. You do get your cruise control settings on the left, and your voice and audio controls on the right. Next to the steering wheel, you do get your light controls over there, and you do get a small second glove box over here, so that's a very interesting thing to have. Visibility out of here is pretty good. It is really good all around. There's even a large pillar window in the back, so that's very nice. Very easy to see out of this car, which it should be. It's a family driver's car, essentially. As for the center console in here, it looks similar once again to many BMWs, but it's tried and true. It works well. You do have dual zone automatic climate control in here, and you can see that come up in this little LCD screen right there. And for your touchscreen, you do get navigation, and you can once again control that here if you so choose. For your shifter in here, it's a bit different of a shifter, so to select your main middle row of gears here, reverse, neutral, drive, you will push this button on the side here. And then you will be in those. There's reverse, and your reverse camera. You get a pretty high quality reverse camera, which is nice, along with a 360. And the mirrors on the side, I'm not sure if you noticed it, but they do have a very nice feature to them. So they actually tilt very far downwards on the right whenever you go into reverse. So look, I'll put it back into park, press the button, and it will go back up for you. So that helps you backing out. It's very nice. Points it right towards the ground for you. You do get what seems like hard buttons here to select your presets, but they actually also work as a slide touchscreen bar. So that's very nice, a touch capacitive sensor, I believe you would call it. And yeah, so you don't have to randomly scramble, you can just slide through your one finger like that, and you will see they move across for your audio presets. You do get a hard volume knob, which is also welcome, because certain times in other brands, when it's not a hard volume knob, it's not very intuitive typically, so it's very welcome to have a hard knob. Inside of here, you do get a 12-volt port and a USB Type-A port, along with your two cup holders. And then inside of here, you do get a key card. So this is actually an alternate way to start your X5. You can just tap this. So it is called the BMW Digital Key, and it has NFC, so near field communication, meaning this card will react with sensors right around there in the door. And it'll unlock your car for you without you having to, for example, in other vehicles, pull out your phone, or of course use the physical key fob to unlock it with proximity sensors. You can just use this, tap it, and you can enter the car. And that slides closed like so. This has a very nice interior color right here. It's very glossy and maybe hard to see on camera, but it has a very nice gray wood grain pattern throughout here. So right here, there are some very nice grain lines. Looks great. Here you get your traction control off button, your parking sensor button, an auto hold feature, and your electronic parking brake. In the center armrest here, it is very firmly padded, but it feels still good. It'll open like so. You can push it once or twice to open it. It's a deeper storage bin, luckily, than some sedans in BMW's lineup, as it should be. And it has a USB Type-C port in there, so that is very nice. For your glove box over here, it's pretty typical, but it's a very, very large and deep storage bin, which is very nice. You do get a full panoramic sunroof in here, so if you were to slide it back like so, you can keep going, and the first level will slide forwards and back, and it will also tilt up. So look at that, that is a massive panoramic sunroof. That is great to have, lets in so much nice natural light. And let's hop in the back and check that out. Okay, so in the back here of this X5, right in front of you, you do get a USB Type-C port in each of the two front seats, which is nice. And you also get a little input here, so you could probably connect a TV right in here to either or both front seats and the rear of them. So that is very cool to have. Also, one thing I noticed right away, there's actually a climate vent right over here in each of the side pillars right here for the rear passengers. And you already do have rear vents back here, so that's very nice to have. These rear vents, you do have full control over your own temperatures back here, and you get auto climate control, which is nice. You do get a storage cubby back here, and a 12-volt car charge port down there. You do get some typical storage pouches on the back of each front seat. And these seats back here, they definitely lack bolstering. They're not, this isn't a race car, this is not a sports car. It's a sporty SUV, but they really don't have any bolstering. But they do look great in this white color. And if you were to pull down this center armrest, you get, similarly to most BMWs, you get this interestingly engineered fold-out cup holder area. And then in this, it also does open in here. So you got a nice little secret storage bin. And sitting back here, I'm 6 feet tall, with the front seat basically as far back as it'll go, and it looks great. Really, it fits me very well. It has tons and tons of knee room. I still have like 2 to 3 inches in front of me, and I have great footwell room. Also, I have nice elbow room and probably 4 to even 5 inches of headroom above me. It is very, very spacious back here, not claustrophobic at all, and the windows are massive, so that definitely helps. And let's just finally look at the cargo area back here. So, for the cargo area back here, you do have a power lift gate in this X5, but you also have a split tailgate, which is a very interesting thing to have. It is, so you can open it once and it'll pop open the top lift gate, but it'll leave the bottom portion closed. So that would be nice if you, say, put something that could roll around or fall out. You won't have it just fall out on you. Or also, it would be nice for groceries. And if you push one button, that'll open or close, that is powered. So then you have a full open load gate. And it is very spacious back here. It's only a 2-row SUV, so it's able to make use of a lot of great space. Alright, so that'll just about do it for this vehicle review. Make sure to check out this vehicle, currently for sale at BMW of Newport, in Newport, Rhode Island. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.